Samsung has just spent the last hour telling us the story of the Galaxy Note at its Unpacked event in New York City. How it has served as the vanguard platform to innovate in things like S Pen, curved displays, which are now a standard on its flagships, and also the trend for phones to continue to grow in size. Surely, the Note 7 was more a setback than a step forward, so the biggest question today is if the Galaxy Note 8 can help the S8 in fixing that. I'm Jaime Rivera with Pocketnow, and it's time to go hands-on, brought to you by dbrand. So let's get the obvious question off our backs first. If you've ever seen a Galaxy S8 Plus, you've seen a good deal of the Galaxy Note 8, and that's actually a good thing. We've got a gorgeous blend of shiny aluminum and glass all sandwiched into a device that feels incredibly light for all of its heft. Yes, this is definitely a fingerprint magnet, which is even more noticeable in the funky lights that were available in this venue. This is also not a small phone, and in the case of the Galaxy Note, there's a purpose for that. This is meant to be a notepad replacement for your productive needs, so a larger canvas here is a must. As a result, this is Samsung's largest infinity display at an insane 6.3 inches diagonal. It continues to be of Super AMOLED technology, meaning punchy color and deep blacks come standard, and if you like that 18.5:9 taller aspect ratio of the Galaxy S8 lineup, it's back here in addition to the edge features that we also enjoyed. The biggest selling point? Samsung's much acclaimed S Pen makes a comeback. Visually, it looks the same as last year's, and Samsung wasn't really specific as to if the tilt features of the tablet S Pen are making the jump to the phone. Now, the S Pen is only as good as the software backing it up, and we've got a few additions that we'll go through in our review in the future, but for now, probably the most interesting ones are the ability to scribble animated messages, and the fact that the always-on display now supports up to 100 pages of notes that you could scribble while the display is off. Internally, the Galaxy Note is a blend of great and not so great. Great being the powerful Snapdragon 835 processor from Qualcomm with a boost of 6 GB of RAM and options that begin at 64 GB of expandable storage. As for the not so great, well, we have a smaller 3300 mAh battery, so only time will tell if this virtual notepad would actually last you the whole day. Now, to be honest with you, I'm not really worried because Samsung's adoption of the more power-efficient Android 7.1.1 could give the battery a hand. Visually, the whole UI looks identical to Samsung's Experience UX that we already know, save for some minor updates like being able to hide and deploy the navigation buttons easily as we currently see with the Galaxy S8 Active. Samsung is also deploying a new feature called App Pair, where multitasking applications can now be preset to a shortcut, which is really cool. And speaking of shortcuts, the Bixby button is back, and it now includes a couple of really cool features, like being able to set complex strings of commands to work by just telling it a few key words that only you would understand, something which is kind of cool. And then another thing which is kind of cool is the new camera. We've got dual 12-megapixel cameras, both with OIS, one being regular and the other being telephoto. Now, you know me, I'm not really a fan of telephoto lenses, nor the way that Samsung has deployed the zoom features, because the commands are kind of separate. But one thing that I do praise is the company's approach to portrait mode. You can now dial back the amount of blur in the background, and you can even switch things back to a regular photo, even after it's already taken. Overall, the Galaxy Note 8 continues to be Samsung's cream of the crop when it comes to smartphones. It may not be the vanguard and daring phone we saw in previous generations, but it's understandable for Samsung to keep things conservative given last year's incidents. Whether all these features are truly productive or not is something we'll definitely be covering in our full review coming very soon. While that happens, remember the glass back will need some protection. dbrand skins will eliminate those fingerprints and add some grip to your upcoming Galaxy Note 8, or any other Galaxy phone for that matter. Check out dbrand.com/galaxy or visit the link in the description below to customize yours. Now keep in mind, our coverage of the Galaxy Note 8 has just begun, so make sure you follow us on social media and subscribe to our channel as well for more videos like this one. You can also follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera, on Instagram at Jaime Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.